Welcome to lecture 36. Today I am going to speak about there are two methods which are newly developed technological methods to produce stainless steels. One of the method is called duplexing method, the other thing is called triplexing method, and these particular methods to be discussed in this lecture. But you need to know that, as I explained in the last class, the stainless steel production mainly involves, it emphasizes on, one is chromium recovery, the other thing is carbon reduction. Carbon reduction to be very low level, if it is need to be reduced to 0.09% or 0.03%, you need to choose vacuum process. So these are the two important things one need to remember. As we know from the Ellingham diagram, it suggests that there was a connecting point, intersection point between, as the chromium oxygen line is going up, the carbon monoxide line is coming up. There was an intersection of around 1220 degrees Celsius temperature. At that particular temperature, carbon oxidizes first, then chromium. So in a way, chromium will be retained in a molten metal, so that you can modify it to become stainless steel, and carbon reduced to very low level. For those things, as I introduced, there was a vessel called AOD vessel. Because of application of that particular AOD vessel, as I was explained, from the side tiers you usually send the mixture of argon oxygen or oxygen nitrogen or air. So there are different methods people adapt from environment and industry to industry. Mainly it uses argon and oxygen mixture from the side tiers, which are practiced in majority of the industries. From the top you purge oxygen, top lance is oxygen lance. This particular vessel is utilized, and in a way, because of from sending the inert gas and oxygen mixture from bottom and top oxygen lance, the pressure will be reduced, so that it is helpful to retain chromium in the molten metal, and carbon oxidizing to certain level is quite possible. Reduction of pressure as well as the getting a temperature of around, maintaining temperature of around 1220 degrees Celsius temperature. This is about AOD vessel. Also I introduced about VOD vessel. The VOD vessel mainly, if you require, for example, producing the stainless steel, interstitial free steels, deep drawing quality steels, good formability steels, you need the carbon content very low, such as 0.03%, which for those things you include another vessel called VOD vessel, vacuum oxygen decarbonator. AOD vessel means argon oxygen decarbonation vessel. Here also carbon will reduce, here also carbon will be reduced, but the basic difference is here the carbon will be reduced to very low level because of maintaining the vacuum. It is tank type degassing method. It is similar to the RH degassing method. Only the difference is this particular ladle will be kept inside the vacuum tank, and from the top you purge the oxygen lance, and from the side tiers you send the argon oxygen mixture, just like AOD method only. It is extra step included. These things were emphasized. And chromium, if you want to recover more and more chromium, you need to add the allying additions. Those allying additions preferably used silicon in the form of ferrosilicon. It is been added so that, and lime also, some amount of lime is also added, so that maintaining the slag basicity and as well as retaining the chromium in the molten metal, so that you will be getting the good quality of stainless steel or variety grade of stainless steel production is possible. This particular vacuum method included to produce austenitic grade of stainless steels 300 series, and that particular point also one need to remember. Today I am going to introduce about this particular methods elaborately. In the last class I discussed general principle, chromium and thermodynamics of chromium recovery, and one of the numerical problem example with respect to the temperature, with respect to the partial pressure of carbon monoxide and changing the partial pressure with nickel addition, without nickel addition, as allying addition. So how does it affects that numerical problem also I introduced. I asked you guys to take similar problems from the textbook and solve few more numerical problems, such kind of things regarding the stainless steel production process. Today I am going to emphasize more on methodology to produce the stainless steel. For example, the molten metal is produced by EAF, electric arc furnace steel making process, by primary steel making route. That particular liquid metal is poured into the AOD vessel, and AOD vessel is further subjected with from the side TS argon and oxygen mixture, from the top oxygen lands. If you follow these two steps, then it is called duplexing method to produce the stainless steel. You can produce the ferritic stainless steels and variety grade of stainless steels. There was another method called, along with these two steps, if you include vacuum tank, this was aimed to reduce the carbon content further low based on the application requirement such as deep drawing quality steels and austenitic stainless steel. You include this particular steps so that you can achieve carbon to be reduced around 0.03% also. Since there are three steps involved, it is called triplexing method to produce stainless steel. This particular method is very old method. Mainly it is required the carbon to be reduced, and it was followed combination of EAF process and vacuum process earlier. Meanwhile the other development including the AOD vessel, so that they developed duplexing method also. Initially it was EAF process and vacuum degassing method. Only two things were followed to produce the stainless steel process. That particular point also one need to remember. Now let me talk about step by step. For the production of stainless steel, you need high carbon. You usually take from the, either it is from the scrap, either it is from the primary steel making route. The carbon content is very high, and ferrochrome. When you are adding the allying additions also, there will be carbon content, high carbon content will be coming with the ferrochrome also. It means that you need to decarbonize and you need to recover back the chromium. For that you need very low pressures and temperature. These are required. How do you achieve that requirement? It is mainly carbon to be oxidized, you need to prefer the very low temperature. Chromium to be oxidized also very low temperature is required. And how do you maintain the low temperature and low pressure? How do you achieve those things? If you use preferably AOD vessel, because of that particular side TS argon oxygen mixture from the top lands, you can reduce the pressure less than 1 atmosphere, and temperature can also be intersection point as discussed in Ellinger diagram 1220. Both the things, carbon monoxide oxidation and this chromium oxidation, both will occur. This is a requirement. This is how, if you use AOD vessel, it can achieve. And for carbon to be removed very low level, you need to get vacuum. So you need to have the provision of vacuum also, further reduction of pressure, and so that you can reduce the carbon content along with the mixture of argon oxygen. And this particular technique, as I discussed in the last point, this VOD combination of EAF and VOD was very old method. Later this AOD process were included. Then it is called duplexing method, triplexing method when AOD is included. And this particular processes VOD, AOD are converter type vessels, just like LD converter. The design looks like LD converter. The volume also, since from the top it is look like cone, and in the middle it is like a cylinder shape. In the bottom again tapering downwards. This is mainly maintained to reduce the pressure levels. This particular design for the AOD and VOD vessels maintained, and this particular vessels are lined, refractory lining made with magnesite bricks, and a mixture of the argon oxygen was injected from the side tiers. Remember this particular point. From the top oxygen lancing was done. Generally this combination of iron, chromium, nickel, carbon alloy was melted in EAF process. This particular molten metal is charged in AOD vessel. Then after alloying additions of I carbon ferrochrome, for getting the ferrochrome is added, alloying additions. And coming to the next step, initially the argon oxygen was maintained with the ratio of 3:1, and which was blown from the side tiers. And that particular, by doing this particular point, it was the initial stage when you maintained the argon and oxygen ratio, the around 30% of carbon is reduced. You mean 0.09 to 0.12% was reduced from I carbon, which was around 0.6% coming from primary steel making EAF process, reduced in the first after stage, this particular initial stage, which is first stage. And in the first stage, due to the heat, sufficient amount of is generated, and you can add some alloying additions, so which acts as a coolant. Around 5% of charge, 5% change will takes place. And you can also add some amount of stainless steel scrap based on the composition analysis calculation in between. And in the final stage, oxygen argon is maintained, reverse the ratio 1:3. It is mainly done to reduce the carbon very low level when it is going to the VOD vessel. This was happened in the, this much amount of is reduced in the AOD vessel. And when it is maintained this much ratio, oxygen argon ratio in the VOD vessel from the side tiers, it is mainly aimed to the reduce the carbon content further and to recover the chromium. And it is not only happening the carbon oxidation, the chromium oxidation is also occurring. To recover the chromium, you add the ferrosilicon, and to maintain the slag basicity, you add the lime. The slag basicity is supposed to be maintained 1.5 to 2, and this is the equation. When you add the silicon, this is what is happening. The chromium will be retained in the molten metal. Silicon form of oxygen, the oxygen associated with the chromium will be taken out with the silicon. This is mainly thermodynamics part. Now the slag formation, slag metal reactions mainly adjusted with the argon stirring. Even the bath desulfurization, since you are maintaining the AOD vessel, there was a sulfur reduction is also happening, and sulfur comes up around 0.015% sulfur. And the other point is, and how do you assess this particular point of topic? Stainless steel production by duplexing method, triplexing method is possible by combination of a converter and EAF melt, which was primary steel making unit. It is quite possible. Is it possible or not? Please give your opinion as oat. Thank you.